Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Happened a long time
In
ago,
the
right?
90s, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
exactly.
so.
Like a drifter, like drifters, I would say.
Right. Yeah.
We were born to walk alone.
We've made up our mind.
Yeah. We're not wasting any more time. Sorry, we're done. I'm not
we
going to
go
do
again.
any more of this.
No, here we go again.
I'm done on our own. Well, actually, here we go again together. Hello. Obviously, welcome back to the Calypso. I am here with my good friends, Kiko, Francisco Villasenor, Eric Benson, and we love him for it. His task is to simulate the entirety of the inner sphere
That pooch.
for your enjoyment. I feel like it's gone pretty good so far. Now, of course,
it's for them to decide.
yes,
really.
exactly. You be the judge. You make the call. That's another very
They're
ancient
here.
reference.
They're here, so that's a pretty good sign. Right?
Exactly. We like to see that. Now, I was surprised to see a battle grid laid out before us. Right, the feast. Mm-hmm. The feast.
Yep.
So is this well here? Why don't you bring us up to speed, Mr. Benson?
Thanks, I appreciate that. So, where we left off, you were arranging for a fight in the scrapyard as
A finale of this part of our arc, right?
Franz Timber said they're really, now that he saw that what the boy can do, if they're going to go to the upper leagues, they have to start training together as a team.
Exactly right.
But there was nobody really in the cabin that could match any of them, or so he thinks.
Yeah, and that was essentially what we arrived at. And so it was at that point, I believe, that I contacted our one of our partners, Nash Industries, Fiona Nash,
Yeah.
in the building.
Yep.
And I wondered if they had anything that because we have an ongoing contract with them to test some of their stuff. It seems that there might be, for lack of a better term, a synergy, a corporate synergy, where we tested our metal against some
Correct.
strange, chimerical, beasts that they could place out on the field.
Yep. Yeah. So what had happened was
What happened?
she had told you that is fine. She has 5 mechs to send over. Only 4 pilots available.
Exactly.
So you will have to figure out who's in that jack.
Oh, who is in the fifth of their machines?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could do it. I mean, I feel like that's probably not a great idea.
You were also talking with Cristobal.
Yes, about some
upscale
issues, perhaps, scaling his tab operation. Now, it's a great product, right? But it does fall apart roughly 70% of the time, right? And so it's like, we have to consider the fact that it's not doing what it's supposed to.
Maybe that's part of the marketing.
It could be. Yeah, buy our trash. I'll see if it works. I'll float that one.
You've got one when it actually works.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's 2 levels of chaser.
Yeah.
For the ultimate expression, it's like, you get one that actually held together.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's the actual collector's item. The rest are filth.
Yep.
Yes, so obviously we should check back in on that, because the hope is that we can drop some of those. Here on our way to the big leagues. Really get the tab situation popping here on Solaris. Yeah. So, obviously I'm feeling that flavor. So we do need to find one more for this exhibition match. We need to find one more participant.
Yes.
Let's not forget a very important special conversation
Yes.
between Stavrin and Rashawn.
Yes. This week, in and out of game, I've had to have a lot of complicated conversations with my wards. It was too real. I didn't say it at the time, but it was unwelcome, and so I don't want to have any more actual feelings during this campaign, if that's possible.
All right, for the next
10.
chat, heard it. No more feelings. Lock 'em up.
Hey, no, Keek, is there a way to get the BR logo in a cool format that
Negative.
people can snatch?
Impossible.
Really? Okay.
That's it.
That's,
They gotta
that's
take a
the only one.
screenshot with their phone.
If you want this logo,
Yeah, you can't even
it.
use a computer. You gotta get your phone out, put it up to your monitor.
if you,
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, if you want this logo, you're gonna have to come and take this actual television, and you're gonna have to get through Josh, and he's wily. You might not know. He's a
Yeah, you also have to get through this maw.
well, yeah, it's a maw, and obviously the Cavern of Delights. You know, there might be things you don't know about it, hidden traps,
Yep.
strange creatures, stalagmen. There's a lot to worry about, obviously.
Actually, we should talk to Foam Brain about some six-siders.
Why not? Get some plasticky ones? Yeah.
They literally said a year ago. I'm not even going to get into it.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
but that's before we had a logo.
no, but there was a pressure wave that was coming through the area,
There's
and
also
it affected my hearing.
a gas.
And so
there was a gas leak.
there was gas.
Yeah.
There was and I got bit by a snake.
Yeah.
And I was out for a while. And so if
And
you talk to me during
also,
then,
you know, that was before Voodoo Lou said anything. So
yeah, exactly. Now we know. Now we know. But I would roll them for sure. I would love to roll those. But anyway, yes. Obviously, you come in here try to get shit from Josh. Good luck. You know, tell your mom before you come because it's over. He's got a wiry strength. And yes, and the dog also ate the logo. I forgot about that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eric's head is the logo. This is the face of VR. Now, it's me. Now, okay, so I think that we have the menu established before us. We have a few tasks we have to resolve before we get down to the scrapyard.
Listen, you can do whatever you like.
You can play as much Mechwarrior Destiny as you want to.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, I think the very first thing that we should do earlier before the match is I should probably go and talk to Christabel about his wondrous items and see if they can be made functional. See what he was doing overnight. So I will wander into town. I have two big tasks.
Did he take Zigzag's recommendations on how to
We-
reinforce certain parts?
Or did his mechanic's pride
His ego.
perhaps get in the way? We shall see, of course. But we have to do that.
His Kris Kringle-like.
Yeah, his northern whimsy. We have to put a stop to it. But I also need to figure out, essentially we need to get one more pilot for the Op4, and then we'll be able to put on our match. Okay, cool. Well, first things first, let's get this Christabel situation out of the way. I'm gonna get there when I'm at my freshest, my mind keen and sharp. I haven't yet stopped by the cabin. So I'm ready to engage in a real dialogue with old Saint Nick and his shop of wonders.
And you walk in, and instead of flamethrowers this time, there's just confetti that shoots out as you walk in. But many of the other contraptions go off.
Yeah. I
set
mean,
off
listen,
all different.
and it's like, but now it's like now that Stavron has seen them twice, now he's like, okay, he's just brushing the confetti off. There's a train. There's a bunch of tiny people. They're going around the room on a little roller coaster. It's turning upside down, and he has no time for this anymore. He looks upon this roller coaster with scorn. And I say, how's it going? How's it going with the tabs? Are the arms staying where the arms have historically gone?
Yes, they've always done that.
Have they?
Yes.
I pull out some of my pre-existing shrapnel.
Why did you rip them up?
Well, oh, good, okay. Buddy, look. At first, I was in all of it, and I just gesture broadly at, all the structures and the strange carnival that he has built in here, and I say, and I know that stuff was falling off, and we want it. And the optimal scenario for me, just coming to you as a client, the optimal scenario for me is that it stays on. So you can see we have two distinct poles here. And look, I'd love to take a look at a few of these new. I'm calling them golden tabs. And
You get the naming rights? I thought I was.
well, I mean, listen. If your name is good, if your name is
Golden tabs.
okay, I agree. Yeah, I agree. You did a good job. Now, let's just open up a few of these because obviously it's a big day for this product launch. Let's just open up a few of these together. See what we're looking at. Show me what you're working with.
Make me a negotiation or leadership test.
Easy. I've got exactly what you need. We're looking at a plus me. Oh, +4. Y'all ready for this? Mm-hmm. I'm going to roll this on a flat area. All right, we are talking about.
I got an 8.
I got an 11 this time. Ho ho!
Okay, so you open up a new one that Cristobal hands you, a new tab. You do feel it more dense.
Oh, he's onboarded some of the suggestions.
What happens?
So you're saying that it held together completely? Mm-hmm. Right, and do I see a bunch of these? Like, because we had a chance to sort of like look in the window,
Yeah.
but I'm in his back room.
Yeah.
Like, has he been manufacturing these? Are these?
The die is yours. You tell.
Oh, here.
Yeah, the scene is yours.
I mean, of course, I'm incentivized to make it work. But typically we spend.
We do not.
Typically we
ever.
spend tickets
Well,
to
you made the check.
make things work. Yeah. Exactly. Well, yeah. I mean, against all odds, I'm sure Ralph. This is a Phil Collins song. These, at this time, to the best of my knowledge, he appears to have onboarded ZZ's incredible suggestions.
I like
Off
to
the-
think of Stavron just doing a little bit of this.
Yeah, off the cuff. I put myself exactly. I put myself in the mind of a 6-year-old at an arena battle. You know, mom and dad, they're watching out here. He's down here going. He's running around. It's the worst case scenario for these. But it seems to
A little
be
internal cringe at the thought of a child with one of these priceless
well, yeah,
pieces
exactly.
of
And this is why ultimately
collector's gold.
yeah. This is why we have to start we have to start establishing that they are collectibles, and that's gonna pull in that elder cadre. The millennials there'll be another type of millennial at this time, and they'll be able to they'll have no natural defense against a collectible of this quality. So this obviously
We're looking for r/tab investors. is what
yes,
we're looking at.
exactly. We don't want people who play with these. We want people who unfold the tab with a pair of rubber-tipped tweezers.
Under a magnifying glass.
No, they've got the thing and it comes down.
It's like using a candle to break the wax seal. You know,
Yeah,
and
when
put
this
it
thing,
back on.
it's business time. When this thing comes down, it's about maintaining investment. I mean, the ultimate scenario, God, if you actually went to tab investors, our tab investors, these would be the people who, they're like, no, I bought a tab and they had refolded it. Like that's where you really get in trouble. That's where you run aground with tab investors.
We have to fucking get an entry for tabs on Sarna.
We do. It's so silly. It's so silly, but we also have to be. But we should also try to. We should try to figure out what it would be like to make one, just for kicks. I'm not satisfied spending the pretend money that we have. Let's invest our real winnings in the best prop ever for our Twitch afternoon game. But so it seems to be good, but I'm worried that these are like the good ones on the top. You know how it's like counterfeit bills?
Yeah.
I'm worried that he's showing me the good ones on
Just
top,
a fucking die pack on the bottom.
but I have to riffle. So unfortunately, I got to go back and I got to look at some of this other stock. Is this the yesterday's stock? This is my fear.
Okay.
This is my fear. So yeah, I gotta go in there, and I gotta do
What kind
due
of
diligence.
Check, what kind of check would this be?
No, it's fine.
Oh, you're just gonna rifle through them?
Yeah, due diligence. I mean, I don't want to damage the merchandise.
Are you opening them up?
How would you check otherwise?
Yeah, I mean, this is. Well, no, I have to. You know what I have to do? I have to do. It's like I have to do a tab on it. Stavron is learning so much today. I have to go in and I have to grab tabs at intervals, because I don't want it to be a situation where. Do you remember how I don't know, it was Chevron, or it was like some gas station. They had fucked with the pumps in a very specific way, so that if you poured at the ratios that the auditors pour, and in 5 and 10, it would give you the correct amount. But any other time, if it wasn't on those thresholds,
Oh, what a piece of shit.
they could manipulate you, because it's all the device.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, everything's programmable.
Anyway, so unfortunately, I am on like crisscross applesauce.
Somehow this is the thing that Stavron investigates to the nth degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one. I'm going to be out 1,000 C-bills if this doesn't come through. Kiko. That's a cold, hard grand. I spent $2 million making your gunnery good. I'm still in the shitter.
Oh, it was a lot more than 2 million.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, my God.
We're and times that by 10 possibly. Yeah. To go from reflex 4 to 5.
That hurt my imaginary pocket. So yeah, I'm like, I have taken an audit. It's like the 7th, the 20th, just a random smattering of these.
And Chris Ball's like, "What are you doing?"
This is called an audit.
My work is just fine.
And I'm looking at him. I'm sitting on the floor in his workshop. I'm like, this is an audit. I can't have them fall off. Don't you want me to come back and get more of these?
Well, yes.
Well, then I think that it's time for you to go out and engage in commerce. I'm just going to check these out, make sure they're good. Listen, I don't want people, and here's the worst thing. I don't want people to associate your name with anything less than whimsy.
So they can fall to pieces and be fine?
No, that's. I think we have different definitions of whimsy, and so I'm going to start going through my my audited subset.
Okay, on the first one, roll. How many do you want to audit?
Well, because we have our print run here, so I think that the safest thing is probably to audit 15 of them, drawn at random through.
Your first one,
Throughout
roll
the stacks.
2d6.
Okay, here we go. 7.
It pops out perfectly.
I set it down and just look at it so that I can remember a good feeling.
Okay.
Remember what it's like to feel. 7.
It pops out perfectly.
2.
This one breaks.
Golden tabs.
But you do notice that the cardstock on this one is thinner.
Are we going to do an hour on cardstock?
The rest of this game, listen, I know why people come to this show. And it's so that they can hear powerful inner sphere heroes sourcing different grades and weights of cardstock. That's why they come here.
This is why Catalyst talked to us 2 years ago.
They could get this. They could go to Jinxie for this. They could go to Asmongold. But they know that material sourcing. They know that Asmongold hasn't been to a materials fair. Not in 2 years.
Where else are people going to learn this?
Exactly. But anyway, I figured it out. It's not a big deal. They're mech kits. It's just a branding concern at the end of the day. They're mech kits.
Broken golden tabs are quotation mark mech kits.
Mech kits.
End quote. Period.
All right.
So,
So
gonna audit anymore?
I'm gonna audit a couple
You're
more.
2-1. Okay, give me another roll.
8?
That breaks.
No, fuck.
But also same card stock, lower card stock.
Oh, okay. Okay. So basically there's two. He's commingled his broken ones in with these new ones. They're mech kits. It's just a branding issue. They're mech
Or
kits.
no, there might
Some assembly required.
battle damage.
Oh. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit before. Do we like battle damage or do we like the idea that it's a model kit?
Because technically they're kind of hard to put together.
True. Yeah.
Battle damage variants.
Yeah. Battle damage variants, and they're different for each one. So yeah, I talked to, basically we figure out some of the labels themselves need to be reprinted, and then but I also take one that's together, and I take one that is shit, and I put it together, and I say, Christopher, Big C, come on. This isn't the same weight.
You're right. The ones that are working are the ones that we change.
Well, yeah, but why are they all together in the big box you were trying to sell me?
Well, why let good work go to waste?
Well, I mean, I agree with you as long as we're talking. I think that we have to coalesce on our definitions of good work. I think that's where the issue is coming in, and I can see why there's been it's been strenuous, right? But this is good work. I'm pointing, it's like the camera zooms in. It's like my finger is right alongside it. It's like, this is good work. I don't know what this is.
Good marketing.
Listen, I have found no, I have found a way to square this circle. Don't make any more of these.
Okay.
Here's what you need to do. Here's what you need to be printing on the label. Battle damage. Mech kits. There. We crossed that bridge. We got it's no matter how you perceive it, it's correct. Sometimes they're just fine. Sometimes only one arm falls off. Sometimes it's just a pile of shit. But at the end of the day, it is exactly what it says on the label. Now I'm satisfied. Now I have a new thing. So of course that stuff needs to get reprinted. I could probably have the bots do the labels, right? That little printer guy will just eat them. It'll be like a pasta roll. He'll just go. He'll fix it. So yeah, I need this shipped. I need this crate shipped back to the Calypso. I'll have them handle the rest of the back end on this. I'll pay this man, and now he knows which ones to make. Mm-hmm. Which are the functional ones, but for now we do have a strong branding thing, and then anything random that happens. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they get taken right back to the ship immediately, and you can have the bots.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, and I'll ride back. I mean, I'll ride back to the ship with the courier. But the first thing I need to do before I leave is to actually get their fifth for the OP4. Right? So we've basically skimmed the cream of the crop from the cabin, which I did not intend to be alliteration. I can't stress that enough. It just flows so naturally.
It rises to the top.
It do. Yeah, like the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
That's also a rap song from the 90s. Don't start me on House of Pain.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Don't do it. I can already hear that.
Boot you up.
No, it's
As
fine.
if my name was Sega.
Stop it. I wouldn't be able to kill you with this.
Yeah.
This is actually too light. I see that now. But yeah, I'm just gonna head in there and look around for a victim, I guess. you know, is this
the bar is filled.
Yeah, I mean, is the cabin sort of like, it's like CrossFit for alcoholics, right? I mean, these are like pros. But my guess is that they've also got some local rankings and boards.
Right, but you will remember that from Franz's perspective, nobody in that bar could even
up to
come
snuff.
close.
Oh, okay. So we need somebody. We're specifically looking for the sort of person. Well,
Not necessarily. You got 4 mech
Yeah.
jocks from Nova Industry.
oh yeah. I don't need to fill out the roster for sure, but I just got to get that 5th in there. So, do I just? I mean, we've basically been living here for a minute. I spend a lot of time in this bar. If the games that we've played are any indication, I'm a regular at the cabin, right? Is there any new faces around here? I mean, maybe as we're on our way out, we're creating a space for newcomers to start their careers here as well.
you see several new faces, all easily approachable. There's a blonde woman sitting at the table, or sitting at the bar. You see Chamber Boggs sitting with a pair of twins,
A pair of twin
men.
people?
With long
Twin
black
humans?
hair.
Really? Twins? Oh man, this is the thing. It's like I thought it was so special. I bet this is just his thing. I bet he just anytime somebody new comes into town, he's got some story. Yeah, but there's no scenario where I'm going to sit by this woman at the bar and be like, "Are you new here?" That doesn't sound like a job offer. That sounds like me being weird.
Yeah.
New in town.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'll ask the bartender. I'll just ask the bartender.
Yeah,
who it
the
is.
bartender's going to know everyone in there.
Yeah, and if they don't, that's even more interesting, frankly.
Yeah, so Big B behind the bar
Yeah.
is just, cleaning out a mug. And he looks at you, he's like, everybody's a jock in here. What do you want?
We got this expo game coming up with Nash Industries. We're looking for a 5th, and it's got to be something special.
Yeah.
It's got to be somebody special. I mean, no, understand. I'm not trying to cast aspersions. The rest of our team is made up by cabin regulars. I mean,
Oh, I know.
Understand?
I've heard.
Yeah, but I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that 5. That V.
I don't know if you're going to find it much better than what you got in here.
Well, I mean, direct me. Personal shop. I mean, what are we looking for here?
Well, that's what I'm getting at. You're not going to find any better than what's...
Oh, it's Chamber?
Yeah, Chamber probably is the best guy to talk to about this. But if Franz thinks that nobody here can beat him, well, he may be right, but he may be wrong. But
Yeah, but is Franz the best judge of this sort of thing, though?
Not in the least.
You know what I mean? Like, he talks
A lot.
a lot. And he spends a lot of time on his ass.
And he's not a great man.
Yeah, he spends a lot of time fixing his mech. Honestly, you would think that he owned a parts company. Like you would think that this was part of some system that he had cooked up. All right. Well, do you ever put beer in mugs, or do you just wash them?
I don't know. You've had a few here.
God, you're right. You're still doing it. It wasn't just a one-time thing.
No.
Well,
Oddly enough.
Now, listen. I'd love to try another one.
I'd love
Prove
to
it.
get your money.
Prove it. Now, see, this is what I was talking about. Well, is this a bar? All right. Thanks, baby. Put extra down. I'm splashing out. After Christabel, it's like 1,000 here, 20 here. It's incredible. So, I'm going to. What is the woman at the bar doing? Because my fear is that if I go over here, I'm going to make one of these twins jealous, and then I'm going to have to deal with that.
She's just having a drink.
Like, there's no, and I'm just in my mind. I'm like, come here often? No. it's like I just keep cycling through every possible intro, and none of them sound like I'm offering a job in the arena. It's like on a long enough chain of provenance, they all just seem like erotic entreaties.
Even ones that don't.
Yeah, even ones that don't. It's just about the context.
Yeah.
It's like you ever pilot a battle mech? And it sounds like I'm saying I want her to come check out my battle mech, but then it's like it could be a euphemism.
But like actual good approaches, you are disregarding.
Yeah,
because
like reasonable ones. I'm
yes.
like, no, that one's too twisted. That's an insane thing to say to another person. Why would you ever? I say, I'm gonna sit down next to her, and I put the beer in front of me, and I just push it away for a second. I can't have it so close. I'm just gonna put my hands on the bar. It's cool. Smooth.
It's gonna be the fucking weirdest.
It's cool and smooth. I'm trying to kind of build up toward it. Big sigh. Oh, God. Jesus. Okay. Whew. Say, Bigby, this one's lonely.
Say what you have to say, she says to you.
Yeah, Bigby, thank you, ma'am. Bigby, this one's lonely. The beer is lonely. I'm trying to order another beer. Bring me a second different beer. And put it by the other beer. I'm not saying you're lonely. Are you lonely? Ah! No,
You have to actually verbally scream.
no, that's canonical. Yes. I'm just being dismantled here. Listen, I know how this is going to sound. Are you unemployed?
What?
God. Hang on.
Does she even look like a mech truck?
I got it. If they're in here, I think so.
Yeah. There's only mech trucks allowed.
Yeah, exactly. I grab one, put some of that down, and now the other one is at a different level. I can't handle it. I got to make sure that one is at more or less the right level. But it takes a couple sips on each side, and finally, it's resolved. Same altitude in each glass, and I nod in satisfaction.
You got some issues, don't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Where do you want to start? First issue? Just between you, me, and the fence post? I'm trying to find a fifth for another. He doesn't even know that he's actually asking it correctly now. He's just so glad to not be nervous anymore. Yeah, I'm trying to get a fifth for this exposition round. Tomorrow, it's Nash Industries, Black Remnant.
Never heard of them?
Well, yeah, I mean, you will. Keep your ear to the ground. No, I'm just trying to figure out a situation where it's like they have some, they're driving some experimental horses over there. It's crazy stuff. Wicked chimeras, claws, teeth, fangs, wings.
No, okay, I don't think that's the real thing.
But anyway, no, I need somebody. I need somebody behind the yoke of that fifth machine. Came to the cabin, thinking that I might be able to tick that off the box.
Okay, I'd be interested. How much you paying?
I don't know. Oh yeah, because this actually puts me in an invidious position where I'm actually paying the person. It's like when you ask your mom to get the whipping switch. I'm actually literally paying the person who is fighting on the other side of this thing. Gosh, and I don't really know the going rate for this sort of thing. I mean, I know how much we've been betted, but I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom, and then so I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna go over to Chamber Box, and I'm gonna say hi to the twins, and then say
hi.
Hey,
at the same time.
Yeah, of course. I say, Chamber, what's the going rate? Like scrap yards, like invite somebody in, like hired gun, like how much?
Are they bringing their mech?
Hang on. So I'm gonna go back over, and I'm gonna say, well, you mean part of the thing about this exhibition game is that
Exhibition.
Exhibition game.
You can call it a friendly.
Yeah, a friendly.
Oh yeah, sure. Part of the deal with this game is that they're supposed to be using unique technology, maybe some experimental stuff. And so, I mean, obviously for this particular match, you'd be in a mech that you may not be 100% familiar with. And of course, because you weren't putting your own mech on the
Sounds
line.
like the price goes up.
Why would it go up?
Because I'm not experienced with the mech that I'm going to be using.
I guess. I mean, in my mind, I'm also thinking about, if you're not going to damage your mech, so you're not on the hook for any of those charges.
Okay, that makes
to my
sense, too.
mind, it's a powerful savings vehicle.
Okay, well, what's the price? I still haven't gotten a price.
Okay.
I do the bathroom again.
Yeah. I say, yeah, hang on. I'm just like a racehorse. Like my bladder is like the size of a thimble. I run back over, and I talk to Chamber. Like, okay, yeah. So we're obviously providing the mech in this case. I think I've made a reasonable case that, of course, in this particular scenario, that's going to provide a savings, sort of on my side. So what are we talking about in that case?
So next question is, has she ever fought in a team or does she only do solo battles?
Great question. I'll be right back.
What?
So I'll head back over to the bar. I'll be like, yeah. So I mean, I'm not super familiar with. Hello, I'm Stavrin.
Hi, Jessica.
Jessica. Now listen. I'm not super familiar with the record. I know that just to get in the door here, you have to be a mech jock. So, but historically, have you done team fights, or has it been more of a?
I've worked with several stables.
Either way?
Before, yeah. That's
Okay,
fine.
so and you, but on the same field at the same time. Mm-hmm. It's not just an affiliation.
No.
Okay, great news. All right, here, one sec. Okay, so here's the new info I got. They are equally formidable, either with a team or as a solo operator. So I feel like we're getting close here. I feel like we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, could work.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean, so you need what you just need a price on what?
Yeah,
you're gonna do?
basically, yeah. I'll say, here, listen, you think about that. I'm going to turn to the twins and be
Wait,
like,
but-
you guys know about Jessica? Hey, Chamber. All right, hang on a second. I look over at the twins, I'm like, do you guys know about Jessica? Jessica? You ever heard of, anybody know what Jessica? Chamber? Jessica?
New to me.
Well, look.
I mean, do you know how many battles she's been in? How many fights?
Honestly,
she's
that's a
been in?
great question, actually. Here, I push a napkin over to him and like just sort of, you can use this to work out the thing. And I come back, so it's like, how experienced are you as a, and I sit down. See, so how experienced are you, in the cockpit?
I don't think I need to tell you that.
Well, if I'm gonna rent your services, euphemistically, I'm just wondering. I have to. I don't know. I think you're wrong. I think this is a reasonable question, actually. I think I should have some idea if what type of time you spent in there.
Fine. I have played on off-world games. I have proven track records. Easily 30 bouts under my belt.
How many combat drops? That's from Aliens. So, including this one. So, 30. Whew. Whew. All right. I think this is the last time. So I'll go back over. We're talking about 30 bouts here, Chamber. 30 bouts?
Did you win them?
You know what? Honestly, this is actually that is a great question,
Yeah, Josh thought so too.
and it's one we're gonna get to shortly. One second. Hey guys, and I'm gonna head back over. Say, so what's the record? Like out of these 30 bouts, what's your record? I think this is a reason. I think it's a reasonable. It's a reasonable question.
20 and 10
20 losses?
wins.
Oh. Okay.
500.
Yeah. 3,000 wins. Yeah. Oh, shit. All right, no, come on. Okay. All right. That's great info. I'll be right back. So, chip. So we're talking about, it's a 2-to-1 win-to-loss ratio. Like, I don't...
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not going to say it's pretty good.
Actually, I have a question for her. Hang on.
Okay.
So chip. I say, so would you say that the wins were clustered more at the beginning of the career or more later? Would you say that it's been more losses recently? I'm just trying to get a sense of the overall arc.
Oh, no. More recently, I've been winning.
Oh, really?
Yep. Roll me a whatever you want for negotiation or leadership or
You bet.
insight.
Oh, 7-11.
She's lying to you.
Oh.
You can tell she's lying.
Oh, okay.
Well, you can just like look past and look at the ranking boards, and there's no Jessica on.
Yeah, exactly. I say, well, listen, that sounds like an incredible imaginary career.
I don't think it's imaginary at all. I've had it, and I've won all those wins.
Did you lose all those losses?
Yes.
Okay.
But I've won all those ones.
Okay, so my feeling is that you were full of shit. But I've
fine.
actually
I don't need to fight for you. That's fine.
agreed, and you won't be.
Okay.
It's been an absolute pleasure, though. And honestly, I got my steps in, so we're good. Honestly, I have precisely zero problem with it. I bid you good day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab both of my drinks, and I'm just gonna go back and sit with Chamber, and say, well, yeah, she, I don't know what she is, but she's definitely not who she says she is. But I say, it seems like you got two.
What's wrong? You never met a jock that lied about their record?
Perish the thought. Chamber, I'm scandalized by the mere suggestion of impropriety.
Are you? Are you?
Humph!
Come on,
I
come
very
on.
loudly
Hey.
toward the bar. Humph!
Come on. Come on.
Well, yeah, it was not the first time. But anyway, I'm not going to pay that person to fight for me. That's all I'm saying. It's fine if they want to lie. They can lie over there. Now, I say, but I mean, these people, I don't know. They seem like they kind of have a brand synergy going on over here. No, I only have a job for one of them.
They're usually a package deal.
Well, I can probably make it happen.
Okay. Well, I mean,
So can both of you guys sit in the same cockpit? Can one of you just give the other great advice, or say turn left, or something like that,
I guess we guess
right? I'm just saying.
one of us could fight.
Exactly. Say, who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
I'll give you the naming convention this time.
Oh, so they're not existing.
No, this is brand new stuff.
Okay, let's see. We
I was
have
not expecting this to happen.
No, we have lots of other names. Here, let me grab this. We're reaching my favorite part of the game, everybody. This is why I play this game. Here. Chamber Boggs. It's all written on here. Now, so these two, it's Chase Braxton. And we need a name for the other. We need a name for the other Braxton. No, it's Max.
Yeah, no, that's what you want.
It's got to be dumb. So Max is the firstborn out of the two, but obviously it was on a very short timeline. Yeah, so Max and Chase Braxton on the other side. Like I haven't seen these cats in here before, right?
Well, you shouldn't have. They've been fighting on other worlds. They recently arrived.
They're I say it imported.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, come on, man.
Imported talent.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
where are we at last?
Chagos.
I make no secret of my surprise and delight. I say, Ball's on world.
No kidding.
Ball is currently helping out as we build up our stable.
Okay.
I say, well, listen, boys, I don't want to create any, inter-family rivalry. But if you're newcomers to town, you're tested on Chagos, I'd love to put one of you in for this exhibition match.
And Chambers like, oh, whoa. Well, I mean, which one do you want? And how much are you going to pay him?
Well, we're gonna figure that. Okay, so I have so now of course I have all of the data that I need to ask, right? So I say, so what are we talking about in terms of record?
I mean,
Chagos is a rough place.
Oh, these guys are a little, they're younger. I mean, they probably, each one of them together, they've fought 5 total bouts. So you're looking at a 50-50 ratio win to loss for Max.
Yeah. How about for Chase?
No, it's 2 to 3.
I was going to say, better or worse?
A little worse.
Well, I mean, I'm paying them to ride in these other mechs. I don't want them to win. This is a great idea. I say, well, listen. I think in this case, it's gonna go to the older of the two. And again, I'm not trying to sow discord inside the family unit. You're on a new planet. You need to
Sure.
be able to come home to the same place.
Yeah.
But Max, let's see. I'm trying to figure out again the pricing. This is the whole reason I was asking Chamber Box.
You never actually got to a price.
No. But the worst part about this is that these are clearly Chamber's creatures now.
Yeah.
So he's gonna rake me over the coals. That's the last thing I want.
You're talking to a mech jock that has an agent.
I'm talking to Satan the devil. But he'll throw
What if you throw in,
he'll throw me something out, yeah. Mech.
This is versus Rashawn. This is going to be part
exactly.
of a package deal.
No, exactly. It's a 360 deal. So I say, now listen. Obviously, it's an exposition match.
Exhibition match.
It's an ex.
There's be no expo.
It's an ex officio. That sounds like Stavron.
No, it does. Absolutely.
Yeah. Because now there's 2 empty mugs in front of him. And he's like, you have to understand, this is an ex officio match. It's a type of match. And it's one of the many match types. As you'll learn, the more time you spend on Solaris, I think you'll find different matches that they have. Now that said, there's a lot. This is a pretty zesty offer for a couple of youngins. Fresh faced, just come down here. You will be against Rashawn Cole, who is a rising star.
Whoa! All right, now we're talking.
You'll be against Rashawn Cole, who's a rising star, and a grab bag of other washed up
has-beens.
Walruses and seals.
And perhaps a rematch with Miss Ball.
Obviously, Ball is in the mix.
It's a Chagos special.
Yes, exactly. I'm saying
reunion match.
Exactly. A grudge match. They followed him all the way here. But I say, so listen, I think there's actually a lot, and for once in his life, Stavron is not lying. It's like, I think that there's actually a lot for you to like here, and plus you're gonna get FaceTime with Nash Industries.
Sounds great.
Yeah, so I'm thinking $150.
Oh well, I mean, listen, hey, we couldn't let these guys fight for anything less than $250.
Well, I don't need both of them. So you're saying 125?
No. I don't think you're picking up what I'm putting down here. Listen, either of them, it's $250 a piece.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. Why would I pay the same price for Chase as I would pay for Max? It's a numbers game.
Yeah, and they both got great numbers.
250 C-bills. I like it.
Yeah, 200. Clean straight across. So here is where we get to it. I'm just going to look at Chase and say, what do you do it for? And I'll just let this system triangulate itself out because I don't care. I don't want to lose.
Do you have a skill that would relate to like negotiation or?
I literally have negotiation. Yes.
Influence.
Yeah, I have negotiatos.
Sure. Roll that. I got a 9.
9's good. 9's real good. I fuck
4's
it.
not great.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go. I think Chester's right, and it's about 250,000 Seabills. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's too bad. I feel like that's a little bit too much. But here's what I can do. Less money. Specifically, I mean, and this is, understand, I mean, I don't know you boys from Adam, but as a favor to Chamber Boggs, I think we can get through at 175. I mean, I think that we can just squeak under the under the door there.
Hey, boys. Listen, you're not gonna listen. You're not coming down to 175 on these kids. Dude. They're worth more than that. All right, let's say 200 and call it a day.
200 coconuts?
200,000 Seabills. Call it a day.
Well, good. That's what I wanted to pay anyway.
Okay, great, good. All right, deal made.
All right, here. So I'll
Just so you know, I would have gone down to 125.
Yeah, just so you know, I would have gone up to 225. So,
So we made a good deal.
yeah. So what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna make sure that Chamber, because God only knows what these kids are gonna get up to. I make sure that Chamber has all the contact info for Dash Industries, so they can fill out number 5. I mean, it's been a big day in Bergton. So I'll hitch a ride back to the Calypso on the conveyance that's bringing the tabs and stuff back to the ship.
You see that as you're making that ride, you see that Cristobal has already labeled the specific
Oh, really?
broken mech or the battle damaged mech cards.
Oh, he's already changed it.
Yeah, and it has Mech Jock's names on there.
Oh, interesting. So it means as soon as you pull this thing, it's excitement. It's excitement city. I'm loving it. But yeah, I sort of see it as a situation where it's like I'm like sitting, like the cases are loaded up, and I'm just like sort of like sitting on the cargo in the back of this conveyance as it goes back out.
Yep, and you get to the Calypso and.
As you enter the Calypso.
Oh, you need this?
Yeah.
Enjoy.
So you go down to the bay. Mechs are in the bay. But are they being repaired?
By the
Or
dock of the bay?
station?
Zizi's been repairing them
Z's
all this
being
time.
repairing.
But she's got skills.
Okay. You see in the, what do we call it? The terrace? The
Mezzanine.
mezzanine overlooking the hangar.
Oh yeah, with the stairways.
You see both Roshan and, surprisingly, Ball in a seated position.
Oh, it's catching.
It's catching.
Oh, so Rashawn is hooking them up with the tradition that he learned.
Well, it's more of like Roshan isn't a salesperson.
Right.
So it's more of like, what is he doing?
Oh, dude, that's even funnier.
Yeah. And
So in this vibe, does Rashawn even know that Ball is there?
no.
So, dude, in my mind, this is what I'm trying to put together. Let's see if you think it's funny. I see Ball like trying to do what Rashawn is doing.
Yeah, no, there's like a...
But he keeps like looking over and checking.
There's a configuration of legs that he can't quite match because he's just a big guy.
Yeah,
And-
but he's looking over
Yeah.
and like trying to get into the right stance.
Yeah. So there's like a slight tilt every now and then.
Yeah, just like a gorilla.
Yeah. So that's your view as you enter the Calypso. And Rashawn just sort of exhales and opens his eyes and looks to the right and sees Ball, who hasn't got the hasn't got the hint yet that
It's over.
the meditation is over. So he's
The best part about it would be if he finally got to it. Like the moment Rashawn exhales, that's when he finally gets into the right moment.
Like then you can see him relax.
Yeah, he relaxes.
And settles and locks in. And Roshan doesn't interrupt him.
No. He'll let him do it. Mm-hmm. Just gets up real quiet.
Yeah.
Down the stairs. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't see any reason to poke that bear. Letting him get as much relaxation as he can. But yeah, it's time to sally forth, I suspect. Mm-hmm. Get all of our stuff together. We got to make sure the tabs get to the right vendors.
Yeah, you
Die.
Yeah.
You're dead.
You were buried under a mountain of tabs and you suffocate.
No, yeah, but there's a moment where I realize it at the end. Oh, this is oh my god, I can't believe it.
Petard or something.
Yeah, there's something going on. I'm being hoisted.
As everything's getting made ready to get to the fight, you go into your chambers and you see 2 messages on your holovid system.
The Chamber of Bogs.
Yep, and one of them you open up and it says, "I will bid 1,000 sea bills for the Roshan damaged battle mech tab."
Bid.
And then
I look at the request. Do I know this person?
it's anonymous. It's only a certain number of digits. And then you also, the second one is another select number of digits, and you see it's a different set of numbers. You see, "I will bid 5,000 sea bills for the damaged Roshan battle mech."
I'm gonna, now that I've seen these 2
Unreleased.
So I'm gonna, this stirs something deep in this. This is chicken soup for the Stavron soul. I'm gonna sit in my chair, turn it
This
toward,
doesn't set off alarm bells?
Turn it
that
toward-
There's no one knows about these.
Oh yeah. There's more to find out.
Okay.
It's just very interesting.
It's just covered up by the fact of money and bidding.
So I turn my chair.
Completely distracted by the fact.
No, and I'm literally like, if I saw these 2 back to back, I'm actually just gonna sit in the chair and wait for a third one. I'm just gonna wait and see if something is happening here that can't be calculated.
There is a message
But it's from your mother.
trying to sell you one.
What the hell? What? You can't. I make them. It's like Stavron wouldn't be able to handle that. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you sell me something I own?
They're out there is the problem.
Out there. They're out there. Okay. All right. Okay, so we got a couple things to think about here. Is Christabel? Well, Christabel is a completely goof troop. I don't think. I have a very hard time imagining that he's like, oh, I can engage in tab arbitrage. I just don't think he has it in him. I don't. Unless he has a clever niece.
So last thing I've ever word or sentence I've ever thought I hear uttered is tab arbitrage.
Yeah, but we invented it. It's happening on this show. So, okay. All right. I think I get it. But it's all numeric. It could all be the same person too.
And were there any bumps on the way here?
Yeah. But this is what I want to know. I'm just going to reply to the first 2. How did you get this address? with some question marks.
The first one comes back with just Okay, 2,000 C-bills. And the second one says, oh, this is just common trading now, isn't it?
Oh my God, dude, is
Offer
there,
still stands.
dude, is there something weirder than the Taba Nostra? Is there a weirder cadre?
Well, if,
Then
there's-
the
if
Tab
there is
Mafia?
the Tabla Nostra, what is the other end of the cycle called?
The Vatican, the Vata Nostra. Or the, yeah.
Like, what is the consumer
Tabacan.
organization called?
The Tabernacle.
Yeah. There we go.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Literally.
I mean, there's I can see a scenario where someone, not Stavron, where someone would look at this sort of a pre-release thing, but the truth is that tabs exist on other planets,
Right.
and people now know.
But not golden tabs.
No, that's brand new. That's brand new, but you have to assume that the tab father is keeping euphemistic tabs on all of the, because remember, I just figured out the last parts of the contract, so now that information is probably floating around. Yeah, I mean, to me, all it means is that we have to raise the price. It just has to be a little bit more. If this is what it is, oh no, and then we reserve. Yeah, we reserve a percentage of these tabs for our use.
Wow, now you sound like a crypto exchange.
Yeah. Nothing bad's ever happened with crypto.
Yeah.
They're called angel share.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's not what you mean.
No. But I also sort of do mean that. Okay, well, this is, I mean, I have them. There's no reason for me to answer any of these. And they're winding themselves up like crazy. Like they're negotiating against themselves.
You don't want to ask how they found out about these tabs.
It sounds like everybody knows about it. That's what he said. And I believe him implicitly.
You have no interest in investigating further. It's just dollar signs.
No,
I'm sorry, C-bill signs.
no. I mean, the truth is, I could just go meet one of them. The guy that wants to pay a lot. Do I have a little bit of time before the?
We're not using this map today.
Well, no,
is
we
all
didn't.
about-
I'm
this is
sorry,
all
Ghost. We ended up having too much fun. Sorry, Kiko. I'm trying to have less fun in the future. No,
We're just this is all about cardstock.
This is our
Today's
podcast. Our
cardstock,
podcast.
yeah, and then we're gonna take 2 weeks off for PAX, and then
our podcast. It's a unique podcast. It's a sub genre inside Battletech about an imaginary collectible.
there are robots in here somewhere.
Yeah, the guy who wants to spend 5Gs, I say, let's meet at the at Avery's on the Water buffet.
Inner Sphere Craigslist.
Exactly.
Sir, Tab Bay is supposed to be anonymous.
Okay. I'm gonna find out what that is. What was that? Tab Bay? Like I just like a cocker spaniel. Like my head just tilts 45. Like it. What? Shit. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little research. I'm gonna find Tab.
Use your computer skill.
Hold on. So this is what this is. It's like the it's like the dark web of tabs. And again, for some reason, Stavron is very good at computers. I don't know if he's this. I don't know if he's this good, but he is very good at computers. Let's do one. That's a 4. Okay. That shrinks the range somewhat. You son of a bitch! Not you. That is a 10.
Okay. You are able to scour through data links, and you come across an encrypted file, but you cannot get into it, called Tab Bay.
I mean, that's all I need to know. That there is a secondary market. Now it's just about direct sales. Now it's just about direct sales.
You don't think it's weird that you don't know about this?
Well, Jerry thinks it's weird.
And Stavron doesn't care at all. He just sees money signs, dollar signs. Is that what it is?
He goes, well, he sees that little C symbol with the
Right, yeah. Mhm.
the things.
Doesn't question anything about it.
No. I mean, but I also don't necessarily need to interact directly with Tabnet yet.
Well, I mean, tabs were around.
Bay.
Tab Bay.
Tabs were around before Stavron was.
This is exactly right. And so there's going to be
There are things that Stavron doesn't know about.
weirdos, present company excluded. But there's going to be people who want to get their mitts on that product.
A product that is unreleased
but
and
of
not
course,
even announced.
It makes perfect sense. No, because that's like the. It makes perfect sense that they're out there, that the weirdo fringe edge knows about where the new licenses are dropping. Can you imagine the Tab Bay board when they're like, wait a second, a couple new licensees just dropped, and they're like, wait, hold on, they're getting into the mechanics, right? It's like, wait a second, mechanics are coming in. We're talking about weapons manufacturers. Like, this is the biggest thing in tabs.
Yes, it's
Tabs. So some people are calling this Tabs 2.0.
Yeah. You can start staking tabs.
That physically hurt me.
Not everyone. Some are calling it that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if there's a healthy, strong secondary market, like that's got to go right into the pitch deck. You know what I mean? I'm sorry,
Because
Kiko.
you're really not selling a tab, you're selling a community, Jerry.
Well, yeah.
A community of collectors.
You're serving a community. We never want to engage in whale-type language. We want to make sure that they understand that it's based in mutual respect.
Yeah, Fifth Daughter says, why haven't you written a tab app yet?
Oh my God.
That would be utterly hilarious.
Maybe Fifth Daughter should run our tabs.
Don't tempt me. Okay, you screwed me up with that. You set my life on a different. Tabs Pokedex, Tab Podcast. Just retort it. It's pretend. And we just talk about different tabs.
Oh my God.
We just talk.
We do a tab opening stream.
No,
Yeah.
we do 1 or 2 podcasts. Because the second podcast, if somebody finds it, they'd be like, "Oh, it just started." They won't think this is fake. They'll think, "Oh, yeah, I'm getting in to this podcast at the right time." No one ever gets that experience. Oh boy. All right.
Battletech is owned by Tops, so.
I mean, listen. Can you imagine getting that? Oh, get that pack. Ba-chow. Ba-chow. Oh no. Josh doesn't like it if I put it in my pocket. Well, no, but it's also not on. Is it on? If it was on, would there be a light on it?
It would be blue when you make a noise.
Oh, you're right, it's off. Here, let's try this.
That's why we don't put it in our pocket.
It's why some don't put it in their pocket. Here we go. Yeah, right here. It's fine. I can put it right there. We may not get to this. I'll just leave it right here. Now. So, harumph. Now. Anyway, the podcast. It's called Keeping Tabs on Tabs. And I reserve the right to change that. But yes, if we just did a couple podcasts about this pretend thing, and they shouldn't be too long, right? But we should each have like a spicy take. Near the end, we should have a big take about a certain
it's only
tab.
the second episode. We're talking about the end of tabs.
Yeah, it's like, I think tabs are over.
latest release. I think it's
Well,
over.
dude, and the best part is that if somebody does listen to both, and then there's no more podcasts, they'll be like, "Oh man, I guess it really did happen." These guys really have their thumb on the pulse. All right. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, Tab Bay. It's anonymous, as I just learned. Makes perfect sense. But yes, of course, and with the big moves that we've been making in tabs. I mean, let's go down the list. Golden tabs. It's most of it. But okay, yeah, I'm glad we took an episode just to figure out the back end stuff, because that's a real delight. But yeah, I do feel like pricing we should probably look at it. But yes, I mean, as long as we're ready to deliver this experience here, I mean, hopefully these collectors are going to come through and get wild. God, it's gonna be so nice if that actually turns out to be something. Anyway, yeah. So I mean, we're ready. I've seen these messages. I'm losing it. That's crazy stuff. Tab Bay is supposed to be anonymous, so I will just not respond to these. I'll let him pressure cook overnight, which he watches other people open tabs he can't touch. We'll see what that number is tomorrow morning. But for the time being, yeah, I think it's time to get our lance on the way.
Okay.
Make sure that all the product is in. We'll be dropping that off at the different vendors for them to include, and I feel like $1 million.
Yep.
I feel like $1 million goddamn dollars.
So you have both stables have made it to the scrapyard, and we are going to go downside now.
Oh boy, ho ho! It did happen.
So who do you have the 5 on our side?
It's your team, Roshan.
Yeah, it's
So Stavron isn't in this.
No. Well, Stavron is, but he's playing one of the twins.
yeah.
You have Franz, you have Lagrange, you have Ball,
And Jace?
Jace
yourself, and Jace.
outside. You bet. Belt. I'll do belt.
And you see on the other side of the field
Satan. The devil.
a stone rhino take its course. You see something that looks very much like Samara, but not.
It's not though.
A warhammer, a marauder, and a hunchback.
Ooh. Mean boys. Here, no, for purely ritual purposes, should we do the lights and the sound?
Yeah.
Can we do the ritual? Just for kicks. yeah.
There were cards. Oh, yeah, they're right here.
All right, listen, just for those of you who like the whamp whamp, then we're good.
Oh, we're still doing whamp whamps.
Whamp whamps are the most important whamp. All right. Big dice here. So I'm going to do the bad guys here from Nash Industries.
Yeah. I wouldn't say bad. They're just testing. They're helping you out.
It's the Op 4 for sure.
They're helping you out.
Josh, can we see dice cam so we can light this up?
No, Tank, we don't currently have a cauldron tip scenario, but we could certainly mess with it if you guys thought that was fun.
Oh, we should actually
I mean,
have them do dice rolls too. That'd be fun.
well, they could. The truth is,
Yeah.
they could do dice rolls for enemies or special. Anyway, there's a million ways we could
Yes.
do that if we wanted to. All right, here. So I got all my boys right here. I brought them to the yard. All right. I'm gonna go.
I'm going to give you the ability to choose which mech that Max is in.
Now, when you say Max, Do you mean Max Braxton?
Yes.
Well, it'll be easiest if he's in the Timberwolf,
Okay.
just from a data perspective. All right. It really is so easy. Like, I mean, obviously, both kinds, both flavors are good, but I have a bonus mech here. It looks like.
Do we have more of these?
Yes. Somewhere over here.
Oh, got it.
What?
Oh,
You should have 5.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's a Mad Cat and there's 2 different Mad Cats. So.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Take this one.
Yeah, it's not the one that's 98 points.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, see, I was. do you see how he stole something from me?
Yeah, that's what I did.
The 98-point one is the one that I wanted the most. That's the one that fits the story.
Don't worry, I think you'll be pleasant.
Okay. Dude, but honestly, Josh, I don't hate it. If his name is short for maximum, we're always just trying to hit that 80s energy, right?
He's gonna join team, Matt.
Maximum, yeah, exactly. He's already built for it. Maximum Braxton. Oh, hey, Foxy Joe, fear not. The Marvel Snap PAX East thing, that's happening tomorrow. That is not today. You're not late at all. Tia Max.
Wow.
No, this is, you have, I love you, but you have arrived during Battletech times, which is, I mean, I suppose this could be a new update for Snap, but I'm not sure if their existing audience would appreciate it. It's got some different mechanics, is all I'm trying to say. TJ Maximum. I love that. Honestly, TJ Maximum is the best.
Yeah.
That's a wild combo of energies. All
Where
right.
are all the chips? Can I see some
Yeah,
of the chips?
I got some chips for you.
Giga, do you have any chips left? That
I
one?
put them over there.
Okay.
Cheap. Wow, this is a crazy ghost. You have outdone yourself here. This is very dense.
More chips.
This brings me joy. Real joy. Maybe for the first time.
My life.
All right. So what's our scenario
You can set
start?
up 6 inches on each side,
Okay.
off of the edge.
1 and 1?
No, you're both walking onto the field at the same time.
Oh, okay. I'm just worried that if I put these on, Kiko will be mean and put them on in the optimal opposite space. I'm worried that he'll engage in wickedness.
How much?
6. Tender young hunchback. Okay. Looking zesty. Oh, yeah, Foxy Jim, well, listen, yeah, if you also like Warhammer, if you check out the Alpha Strike rules for Battletech, you'll find something very, very approachable. And also the Battletech Alpha Strike box is, at least in my opinion, the best value in wargaming that there is. Oh, 12:30 PT was translated to Tuesday 21:30. Oh, you poor bastard.
Oh.
But no, I can see why you would like those codes. This is the 2C Hunchback, Hida. All right. So what are you thinking?
Thinking rolling for initiative.
Let's get it. Six, 11. Starting out good. Starting out strong.
So on this side of the board, we have a Supernova. We have a Direwolf A.
Yes.
We have over here a Griffin.
Yeah.
And we have a Blood Asp 1. And finally, a Highlander.
Oh,
We're
and
gonna
that
start-
Griffin basically just does whatever it wants all the time,
Yes.
right?
We have Jace McGowan here in the Griffin with an 18-inch jump. So we're going to do 2 and then 16 inches. For a jump here.
They all have ones. He has a 2.
Okay.
Remember,
Advanced technology.
remember, Jace starts with his skill is 1.
Yep.
Everybody else is 2s.
Right. So the Nash Industries targeting systems are getting a thorough test today.
And they probably employ the best pilots.
Oh yeah, I mean these are their internal test pilots, not just random people they met in a bar. That's how I do it. Okay. Let's get our Timber Wolf. Okay. Gonna run up along the wall line there.
The Roshan in the Blood Asp is going to do a let's just do a regular ground move here. Sprint was gonna get him into no man's land, so he's not gonna do that.
Oh yeah. Just stuck out.
Is that a ground move over there?
Yeah.
You want to place token?
Well, I do like, you know me, Kiko.
Do you like moving mechs twice?
Yeah. You mean cheat? You really got to ask.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, really.
Okay.
Ball is going to stand still.
She's going to relax. Okay.
What kind of mechs do you got over there?
Oh, okay. So we have moved our Timberwolf and our Hunchback over here. They're working super hard. We've got the Stone Rhino over here. We have our Marauder down here over the edge. And then our Warhammer right here. Warhammer, I think, is next. 8 inches is not a lot.
12-inch sprint.
Yeah, and that's true, actually. I think I'll get out here with a sprint. Okay.
Let's see, what do we got over here? Highlander, which I believe is Lagrange.
No, that is Franz.
Franz is
Yeah.
a Highlander.
Lagrange is a supernova.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Spends a lot of time. Yeah, the Peppermint Rhino, very different brand. Thanks, joke.
got an 6-inch move, which is not a lot. There. Sight. Do I have line of sight on the Timberwolf here?
It's long range, but I think that's long range and there's cover. But yeah,
We're looking for here to here.
Yeah, you should have line of sight.
Yep.
yeah, cover Reno, but yes. Okay, so you've scooched. Let's grab our stone rhino with its 6-inch move and jump.
Yeah, where's Stavron? I can't believe he didn't show up for this match and actually fight for himself.
Oh, this is the chatter inside the team. All right, drop that for you.
And last will be the supernova. That's just going to pop here.
All right.
With a jump over the wall.
Marauder with 8-inch maneuver. Maneuver. Grab move. Okay, now it's shots.
Yep.
Shots. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Everybody, Kiko goes first.
Yeah, exactly. So and there's
Whoever lost the initiative.
Corkenwald.
So I lost initiative, so
True.
all of my mechs fire first. True. Technically, it's not first. It's just
It's simultaneous, but we have to do
but
it.
it's
If we
resolved
both tried to roll a
in
bunch of
order.
dice
Yeah,
at the same
it'd
time
be
in
a
the
mess.
tray, it would be very confusing.
So Franz is actually going to take a shot at the wall here rather than the mech.
Interesting.
Oh,
What am I looking for here?
So-
At long range,
Yep.
he's got 3 shots. What am I?
he starts at 2.
2. So
Then the TMM of the, you only move, so nothing there.
okay,
TMM of the Timberwolf.
it's the wall.
Oh, it's the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. Yeah, you're looking for
Okay.
4s.
So looking for 4s on the wall with 3 shots at long range. I actually missed the wall that twice. That's Franz for you.
Yeah, dude, this is Franz.
Yeah, I only meant to do it as a trick to throw him off the scent of my missiles.
So one
Strategery.
one hit on that wall.
Yep.
All right.
So the wall's
It's crumbling.
it's crumbling, but it's still there.
Okay.
We're going to have the supernova take shots at this wall.
Yeah,
which
I
is
knew there was going to be
probably
shenanigans.
Going to be,
It's a 2.
It's a 2. Okay, so that's just 2s, and at
You can just blow it up.
okay, it's
You're
blown
that
up.
close.
So we don't need rolls for there, which opens up line of sight on ball and here.
Oh wait, wait, who was shooting? Sorry, I
Supernova.
thought-
Oh, supernova.
Oh,
out
it's
the
still
wall.
in short range.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
That's clean.
And now ball has line of sight to the this mech.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is
hunchback?
so is this, not to intrude over much, is this how you perceive, like, are you modeling for us how Rashawn thinks
Yes,
of the field?
you are seeing it
This
in real
was
time.
this was his training all along. We taught him to knock down the walls instead of going around them. I'm
Honestly,
so
this really did
proud.
happen.
I am so proud of this.
That actually
young
did
man.
happen.
No,
So
great.
ball, standstill. What is the bonus for that?
It's -1.
So -1 to skill. So we'll
Well, so you're going to start at 2. It's -1 for
-1 for
standing.
standstill.
Yep. So 1. Then the TMM of the hunchback.
Of the hunchy, which is one.
So 2.
Shit, really?
Yeah, shocking, right?
So
Long
2
range is 4.
plus cover first.
Yeah.
is
Okay. So 3.
3.
And we're looking at 7s.
7s.
4 for long range.
It's pretty good though.
And the dire wolf has 5 shots at long range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're looking at 7s.
Yeah. Because the converse of that is when somebody shoots him, the TMM doesn't matter.
So
Ooh, hey.
these are only 1 miss. So we got 4 shots, 4 points of damage at the
Oh, that hunch,
hunchback.
man, and it's oof. All right. Well, a little while ago, how many?
4.
A little while ago, that was a good place for a hunchback to be.
And that is it for my shots.
Okay, now, shot-wise from us up here,
That's a shot.
which
Yep.
one?
From Franz to.
Oh,
the,
that's a very,
Timberwolf.
very easy one for sure. That's the easiest call, I think, on
Max.
here. Yep. So that is, yes, well, maximum. Maximum Braxton.
What is Maximum's starting skill?
Tony.
It's 2.
2.
So he is coming out of here, but is long range.
Let's do the calculation.
Well, yeah, for sure. I just want to verify the range real quick. Yeah. So, all right, so he starts at 2,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
TMM,
So we're taking shots
yep,
here to here.
yep.
So what's the Highlanders TMM?
Highlander's TMM is a 1.
Okay.
So,
So 3.
3
So 3 is the shot.
plus 4.
And
7.
is there intervening terrain for cover?
No.
All right.
Okay. Here we go. Now, I get 3 dice at that range. So let's see what we get.
3 sets of dice.
Indeed. Looking for 7s. 1 plink comes through. One of the LRMs, almost certainly. Now, but the Hunchy, I mean, presumably can fire back.
Yes, can fire back on the Bull and his Direwolf A
Oh, he could, but that is beyond the range
of the Hunchback.
of the Hunchback. He does not have what it takes in this config. Now, I'm trying to think in terms of shots.
I don't think you can get him.
Well, I was just firing at the person who fired at me. Just nothing there. These,
Not a 1. That's a lot of intervening terrain.
oh yeah, that's a bear.
It's an entire city.
That's a bear. I mean, my only question is there anything here? And I think no. I think I emphasized safety too much on this one here. I don't think he actually has anything clear. Although, I mean, I could do as you have done and start destroying walls.
He sprinted. He can't attack.
Yeah. Anyway,
But these two can do that. He can attack that wall.
It won't
This
open
one-
anything up, but you can start.
You can also
clearing
blow
terrain.
up the buildings. You can blow up buildings.
yeah, true. Well, I think I like the board as it is right now.
Well, he'd be destroying his cover.
yeah. I'm gonna let this ride for one more round. Okay. So we're back into initiative. Ooh. A squeaker. So what do you got?
Let's see how we can do this. Roshan is going to sprint 12. Roshan and the Blood Asp is going to run up the field.
I love it. No, it's 10. Young Max trying to make a play
Someone got caught in a trap.
over
Yep.
here.
Young Max.
Young Max.
We knew ye.
Dude, you know what would be an amazing, like, for this episode of the show, like when it gets picked up by HBO, Max, excuse me. I mean, we can completely see, like, that show starts out as though it is an episode from a completely different show, as though it is a show about Max exclusively. How excited he is to be coming here from Chagos.
Yeah.
He's new, he's off-world. He's investing himself, he's spending his body in the service of these guys. Okay.
A Comstar production. Nice.
Yeah. Via Comstar.
Home Battletech office. Jesus.
Yeah, you better, Corian. You make sure you're up to date.
Franz and the Highlander here is going to try and find a position where he isn't exposed. But
I will expose
can.
myself anytime, any place I wish. Don't tell me what to do,
But
Sean.
you know that Franz, he treats it like it's like a sauna situation. You know what I mean?
Do we have cover here? And line of sight.
It looks pretty good.
Just want to confirm.
You'll have cover, yeah.
And line of sight?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, a very special episode for Max. It's not long.
Yeah, it's a quick one.
A young pup has been separated from the pack.
Oh yeah, there's a whole documentary about this. It's not good. It's not a good watch.
No, kids might want to cover their eyes for this one.
Yeah.
Is that your move?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah. For sure.
Is it?
100%. I love to move. But again, in the episode, it's a big production. Like we really go into the whole thing, right? It's like coming out of the bay, like the music. There's ticker tape, and he's like, "Wow,
And then he just gets
First time in the big
annihilated.
city.
yeah, my first game on Solaris. I mean, it's in Bergton at the scrapyards, but soon they're gonna see my skills."
Just annihilated.
Just checking ranges here for the Lagrange and the Supernova. Checking line of sight for the big guy.
Could be tough.
Yeah, you're...
Assuming this piece of terrain is gone.
Oh,
From the 6 shots from the Supernova. Supernova is just going to edge out here a little bit.
yeah. No, that was MS. Voodoo.
It's going to... So they can't block a line of sight with the... What the Supernova is going to sprint.
Yeah, he's just gonna get in the mix. Move the Marauder up.
Ball is going to move in.
He's gonna commit.
Six inches here.
I love what I'm seeing.
And that's it for my movement.
Wow, it's looking pretty cool. It's looking real cool. Are you getting good shots?
All right, so we're doing movement.
Combat. Yep.
Okay. I'll take all of my shots first. We'll start with this.
With this treachery.
Yes. So he starts with a 1, but he did jump, so that adds.
They do.
How much?
2.
2. So we're at a 3.
TMM for the Timber Wolf.
Is
2, if you can believe it.
So
it's a
5.
shock every time. Yeah.
and close range.
Yeah.
So we're at 5.
Yeah.
And back arc.
+1.
Yeah. It's a pretty. Yeah, you sprung the trap. Again, this is why it's not. This is why it's his last episode.
So it is only 3 shots though, or 4 shots now because he's in the back. So
see?
we've got 4 dice
not so
pairs,
bad.
and we're looking for 5s.
You are.
This is what Jace do,
He lurk.
and he hit 4 shots on the Timberwolf.
Right. The joy of the hunt turns into the terror of the hunted. God, inside Maximum Braxton's cockpit, the absolute reverse of Christmas is occurring.
Yeah, over the feeds,
Yeah.
it's just it's censored.
It's a whack. No, mothers are covering their children's eyes. No, honey, don't look.
Franz starts with a 2. This is the TMM is a 2, so we're at 4.
You are.
+1 for cover, we're at 5.
Yep.
+2 for medium range, we're at 7.
You are.
Franz has 6 shots at medium range, so we got 6 pairs trying to hit 7.
Let's see it.
6. And we're looking for 7s. Miss here.
Hit.
Miss here.
Pretty good.
So we have 4 pairs of shots. 4 shots.
Perfect.
This was like a 5.
Yep. It's looking pretty bad. I'm not.
We still got armor?
Well, I would say we don't have any armor.
Okay.
We do have exposed robot guts.
As
Myanmar bundles.
enough for me to roll 2d6?
No.
Okay.
No. This is just the last bit of the cladding is sloughs off.
We're going to take a long range shot here at the, what is that, Mech?
That is a warhammer.
Okay, so we're going to have Ball take a long range shot at the Warhammer.
Come get it.
And that starts with the 2 from Ball. I don't think there's any cover.
It starts with 2.
Give me TMM.
No, wait. Oh, sorry. 1.
Okay, so that's 3. Long range is 4 for 7. And we're at 7.
Come get it. A lot of sevens today.
5 shots at long range from Ball and the
Dire Wolf.
Dire Wolf A. And we're looking for 7s on these.
The direst wolf.
Got a hit here, miss here, hit here,
All right.
and a miss here. So 3 on the Warhammer.
Can do. 1, 2, 3. All right. Clean. Now, the supernova.
Supernova sprinted.
Oh, okay. Oh, as did. As did
Roshan.
as did the blood asp. Okay, I was like, because it's over. It's over here. All right. So is it over to me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, some of these shots make perfect sense. Like Maximum Braxton firing on the blood asp seems pretty clear. At this range, we start at 2.
Yep.
Your sprint, you still get TMM.
Just 1.
Yeah. So 3, then no cover.
Nope.
But we do have
Medium range.
range, so 5. Is that right? Okay. I was like, I don't ever get to roll 5s, and so I had to. I wanted to check with everybody, make sure that was okay. Here, so let's roll 7 pairs of dice, and hope for 5s. I mean, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yowza. 6, 7. Okay. Figure these 5s, but we would also accept a 12.
So what missed?
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing. So 7 total?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we have to teach the kid a little more about positioning.
Yeah. So he'll come in there with 7 off the block. Now let's grab some more shots here. So, I mean, to my mind, we've got a tasty shot here from the hunch, right? And so, utilizing the advanced Nash Industries targeting systems, everybody else is starting at 1. Apparently, this is what I've been told. So, the hunch is not in great shape, but there may be a from a Hell's Heart scenario that we can dial into. So, starting at 1, TMM
2?
is 2. Now, does jump make it worse?
Yes, much worse.
So, what is the jump?
Well, it's 2.
Yeah,
Like, it's-
TMM
What's the normal TMM?
2.
So 3.
Okay. So, we are looking for 1 plus 3 for the TMM. So, we're at 4. And then I believe it's just medium range.
Yep, so 6s.
Okay, 6s. And for the hunchy, we're talking about 4 pairs on 6. Oh, a crit.
A crit and 2 misses. A crit and 1 hit.
Well, no, 5 is the target number, right?
6.
6. You're right. Okay, yeah, so 1 crit and 1 hit, so 2 points, and then I will roll your crit for you. Enjoy. 10.
That is a fire control hit.
Okay.
Okay, we'll take that. Fire control basically just makes it harder to hit, so
That's 2 target number.
This is a very timely. This is a good moment to have that. Now, the rest of the questions are going to require some game master support.
What do you want?
I mean, I feel like this.
That's an easy shot.
There's a shot there.
There's
right?
no cover. You're fine.
Okay, because I was trying to be high enough up. So we're talking about 1 plus 3. We did the Sator calculation before.
4. 6.
4, 6. It's exactly the same roll, except the Warhammer is throwing down 4 pairs in that context as well. All right, hit.
So 3 hits.
3 hits. They're doing their best.
So that's it.
I may have other shots. It just depends on.
Range.
Yeah.
You can get both of them.
Who?
We're talking about.
The Marauder?
Oh, wait.
The Marauder can't see him.
This is iffy, I think. Now, but there might be something here.
Yep.
The only question is,
Supernova? No way.
No.
the supernova, I think, is not a win, and the direwolf is back there, but
Yep.
there's a great shot on Franz
Yep.
over there. So, seems pretty clean. I don't expect much to come out of it. But this
So shots currently from here to here.
exactly right. And the Stone Rhino has 5 dice at that range.
What
So
happened to my voice?
1. I don't
I
know.
don't know. What the hell? Yeah.
1. What's the TMM for Franz?
Franz is a 1.
Okay, so 1 plus 1.
Yes,
Yep.
please.
So 2
Plus the range.
plus the range, which is the killer here.
How many inches?
Well,
44?
44.
So 6.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so 8s.
Yeah, it's
It could be way worse, actually. 5 dice on 8, I'll take it. Ooh. Ugh. Ew. 10.
Looks like 1 hit.
Bad is what it looks from here. Okay. I think I have deployed all of my artifice.
Okay, we're gonna remove our movement tokens.
Token.
I think this is the first time this has ever happened to me in my life.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
Okay. Yeah, something got squonky in there.
Yeah, good time just before PAX.
Yeah.
Patient 0 right here.
Don't you even. All right, cool. Are you ready?
Flight's gonna suck a lot.
No. You have a Steam Deck. 8.
Will you fucking stop this?
I don't know what's going on, dude. You know this isn't me.
Max.
It's Max. The Wunderkind. He did put some numbers on him, though. Max, come on, buddy. Dude, this is the comeback story of the century.
Ooh, yeah, I got some damage on that.
Oh yeah, these mechs are toast. he has exacted a heavy toll.
Ball is gonna move out into the open.
Admiral Sen, that was genuinely funny, and I just want to make sure that you know I saw it. And
You're just acknowledging it.
And it was appreciated.
Ooh, Marauder coming around.
Yeah, no mechs X'd out yet, but I suspect this is the turn.
Mm-hmm.
Franz
Falls into the lava, so that's
falls in lava, so
a lot of damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least one crit.
Ha-ha! Incredible. Let's get that stone rhino down there into the mix. Where to, though? Just gonna try to move as many of my backfield mechs as I can so that I can get the best maneuvering possibilities over here where the meat of the action is.
Big jump.
Could be. Lots of big decisions in this phase.
Rashawn's gonna back it up with a sprint.
Oh, he doesn't want any more, huh?
He doesn't need any more.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but Max might not do the right thing here.
Kid, what are you doing?
There might be some role playing.
Don't hide behind the building. This is not what we taught you.
So you have to move 2 mechs.
Why?
Still
He's got 3
5-5.
left. I have 1.
How did you manage to do that?
You didn't move.
Oh, maybe. That's fine. That's fine. Happy to be wrong. 1, 2. And then I got these 3 over here. All right.
Oh no, I got 2 mechs.
You have 2 mechs. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
2, yeah. Or 3. I don't even, yeah,
2.
You did a great job. All right. So
No, he's got 3. He hasn't moved the.
No, these are both moved.
I'm saying him.
Yes.
3.
yeah, totally. The Warhammer 8. They're falling right into my trap. I was getting ready for the advancing threat. There you go. Wobbly model syndrome. That's how it used to be called in the GW.
Right.
In the GW rules, wobbly model syndrome. You know somebody was proud of that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this remains hunch 8J. Not long for this world, I would say. Tactical retreat. Now it's Griffin time.
Yep. Super big jump.
Do you need two
Need two measuring tapes.
two measuring tapes? Let's see.
This is just a ground move.
Yeah. He's just running back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Max is pretty boxed in. What's the right call for him? Sitting on 10 inches of movement. You stay there. Gotta commit. Yeah, we're just gonna do it like an RPG. Did you sprint?
Yep.
Perfect. Now you've fallen into my trap.
Is that what that is?
I don't know. I feel like he's just gonna. I mean, he's fought 3 times or 5 times. Yeah.
All right, so that's it for the move phase. I'm gonna take all my shots now.
Yeah.
Let's start here.
What'd you say, Moses?
Yeah.
We have Franz in the Highlander.
You do.
We're starting with a 2. No cover here. TMM 2, so we're at 4.
4.
And 2 for medium range.
Exactly
so
right.
We're at 6s, and that is 6 shots at medium range.
Yowza.
Yeah, this is easy picking.
But no, Kiko, did you
Should I
grab
get the
these
key?
dice custom for this? It's a great idea. Well, here, let me get my crap out of here.
6s, looking for 6s.
It's pretty good.
1 miss. So that's 5 hits. Very close to multiple crits, but
Yeah.
not one of them.
Here, so that is it
Okay.
for the Timberwolf. But remember, it's about the narrative.
So we're taking a medium range shot here on the Marauder from the
bet.
Supernova. That is, where's my Supernova card? Right here. So we got Lagrange has 2, starts with a 2.
Yep.
We're at medium range. I'm saying no cover. What do you say, Eric?
From the angle, it looks pretty clean. I don't want that to be true, but
Yeah.
I feel like he's hanging in the wind.
There's. You have to be 1/3 covered.
Yeah. So this is a 2, no cover here. The TMM on the Marauder
1.
is what? 1. So we're at 3. And medium range is another 2, so we're looking at 5s.
True.
6 shots at 5. So I'm going to re-roll these and add a set of dice to make it 6.
Yep.
6 pairs. I'm looking at 6s.
Oof.
Wow, that's pretty bad, actually. So 3 come in
Okay.
on the Marauder from the Supernova.
I will mark them on the sheet.
Okay. Should have been much better, but that's the way it goes.
We do love to see it.
Ball is
same target?
taking Same target on the Marauder. Roshan has, really pushed everyone on focus firing. So we have ball of 2, same
Yep.
numbers, no cover. So we're
shots.
looking at 6s.
Yeah.
And at medium range, we have 8 shots from the Dire Wolf.
Yeah, the dire wolf is a absolute monster.
2,
Which is, I assume you
3,
chose it for ball.
4, 5, 6.
You've been running that the whole time.
Yeah, right?
So we're looking at 6s on 8 pairs of dice.
Oh boy.
This should hopefully be bad for this Marauder. We'll see.
Oof.
Interesting.
So we have 1 miss.
No, 2 misses.
2 misses?
Yeah, light greens and yellows.
Oh, okay. got it, yeah.
And 3 your purples. Start taking your dice out. 'Cause it's,
It's gonna get weirder
Yeah.
and weirder.
yeah.
Oh, that's a 5, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So that's 5 hits on the Marauder.
Okay. Now, if you would be so kind, Kiko, as to roll a crit.
Crit is 4.
That is a fire control hit.
Fire control hit on the Marauder.
Yeah. Now, remember, because it's simultaneous,
The Marauder will not be affected
Yeah.
by that
those will all come into play next
debuff
round.
until next round.
Exactly.
So that is it for my firing. Or no, do I have a target on from the Griffin?
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay,
Okay,
over to you.
let's try it. So Max thinks that he has got a chance here to make a name for himself against this young upstart, Roshan Cole. 2 is the base number. You sprinted, so you get your TMM, which is 1 in this case. So we are talking about 3 so far. Now, do you have cover from me?
That's an Eric question.
What do you think, Eric? It might be true.
No way.
Okay, well, listen. I love what I'm hearing. Max is dead. So 2, 3 is the base, and then medium range is 2 more. So we're talking about 5s on 7 pairs of dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I can get 5s. 5. This one's got to come out. Yes. Yes.
Yep. So how many miss?
Only 1.
So there's 6.
Yep. So 6 more come in.
Okay. Let me see. Give me a crit.
Here come. 4.
Fire control
hit.
Fire control hit. It's a popular item. Other shoppers have this in their cart. Okay. So that occurred. Now, I think we can fire from here.
I disagree.
What?
That pillar is taking your entire torso.
Oh,
Depends on where he's firing.
from LOS.
Where you're firing.
I was
Because if
going to
it's
shoot.
that ball, I
was
don't
gonna-
think so.
I was going to try to
It's
shoot
head
ball.
to head.
Right, but
You feel you,
2/3 of his
no,
torso
no,
is
Kiko,
covered.
can I offer you a point of TN for cover?
Yeah, he's got a shot.
It's a negotiated space, Kiko.
No, he's got a shot. It's literally the head to the head.
But what if I moved him over a bunch?
If Eric says there's a shot,
Hey,
there's a shot.
This is why we have him. So we are talking about one.
TMM one.
of one. So 2 total.
Long range.
Long range, so 4. So 6.
How many shots?
Well, at long range, the Warhammer has 4. So 4 shots
At 6s.
on 6s.
All hit.
Okay. 4 points. But the dire wolf, of course, is a
Yeah, that-
shaggy beast.
That is cute.
It's an exfoliating scrub.
Yes.
It's St. Ives. There's nothing
Not a
realistic or universal here.
Marauder.
But we do have a Marauder shot here. So let's go wild. We are looking at 1 base. What's the
TMM on the Supernova is
Yeah.
1.
TMM on the Supernova
No
is
cover.
1. But both the Supernova and the dire wolf are within medium range. So focusing fire is the correct play. The Marauder drops 6 dice, so we're talking about 1, 2, and then 2 more for medium.
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry. Should I say all the words?
Yeah,
Here.
you should
So
complete your sentence.
1 for my basic skill.
Yep.
1 for TMM.
Yep.
So 2.
2.
So you're going at, okay, ball.
Yeah, ball. Because he already has some damage on him. Not a lot, but some.
Yep.
So 2, and then he's in the clear, no cover or anything. So medium range adds 2,
So 4.
Yep.
so force on 6 pierce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep having to check the math. Should be okay.
I'm not used to small numbers.
But I'm not. I have to check it each time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on force.
I will
One miss.
recommend again when you guys are playing to
Yeah.
look at your overheat values.
And turn them up
Well, you have the ability to do so.
to get extra dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everything here is 0 except for ball.
Well,
Or except for the
he's
Supernova.
not going to be. He's being kind.
trying to be kind here, Kiko. God damn it.
Take the
I
dub.
would love to be able to
The
overheat.
Hunchback has a 4 overheat. I'm just saying.
6.
I thought you only had 6 attacks.
Oh yeah. No,
You missed on 1. No, you missed on 1.
You did?
Yeah, you rolled a 3. It's right
Oh,
there.
oh, you're right here. 1, 2, 3. Yes, you're right. I saw all those hits and I was like, wow, I hit the jackpot. Right, so he has done his damage
Yep.
there as much as he
Everybody's
can.
there.
And
I don't think there's a target here.
nothing for here, and that's it for me.
All right, and that's where we're going to end for the day.
Okay.
And we will be back next week. If Kiko can join us, we'll have a
No, I'll be on an
finish this.
airplane.
Then
But, that's right. You like to go out a little bit earlier.
we are going to have a very special Stavern episode.
We'll have a very special Stavern episode. We can resolve this.
No, I've already got plans.
Oh, I'm not on the field.
Yeah, you're not on the field.
Oh wow, we can have a rich. We can explore my tragic youth.
Yeah.
Well, that's mostly what we do anyway.
Yes.
I think. But
got
anyway,
plans.
No, gathered throng. Obviously, you just heard it here first. Very special Stavern episode. Thanks for rolling through to Black Remnant.
Well, first we have to resolve the end of the round, and that means this guy being taken off the board.
yeah, he's
Max
dead.
is dead.
Max.
Max is dead. Something happens
Wow,
to the ejection
Kiko.
pod.
Yeah.
He's liquefied.
Really wanted to get that kill in there.
The inside of the cockpit is like a Franzia wine box. There's just Max is a liquid.
Not a lot, because it's a little.
Yeah, that's not a whole lot.
Just a young man.
But it's going to clean up good.
Yeah.
Now, but as you,
Notice no chip got spent on Max.
Yeah.
ejecting.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
no. He was having a good
Yeah,
episode.
no, that's your next episode on Tuesday. Is going to be you explaining to Chamber why you
Okay.
killed his young
and,
prodigy.
and you know what Stavern will say?
Yeah.
You got another one right here. Obviously, welcome back to the Calypso, of course, and we will see you
Maxent.
next. We will see you next in Maxent. We will see you next Tuesday.
Wow.
See ya.